Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Listen, I wanted to do this really quick video. And it's Bethany here. And it's talking about wealthy people, what's happening. Listen, a lot of poor people, the working stiff, the regular people, we want to be aware of what's going on, but many don't care. We're not going to cry because Paris Hilton lost her beach home in Malibu. I remember being 15 and at the beach in Malibu. My parents didn't have a Malibu home. I think my dad knew someone who had a home, a beach house in Malibu. Yeah, so I remember being 15 years old, my first time in Malibu, thinking, oh, wow, this is awesome. And seeing all these grown people on the beach, young and grown, 20s, 40s, whatever, having a good time. They weren't at work. What did my parents tell me? Some of these people, they got their money working for them. And they're out here just playing. We didn't have a beach home, have a beach house. No, we did not. I remember being in Monterey. We didn't, are you kidding? A beach house? What is some flip-flops? I got some cute flip-flops. What? The flip-flops, that's what I said, flip-flops was $200. And that's when I was in 15. The 15 years of age. The flip-flops was $200. I knew land in there, smell, but they said smells like money. So let's have a conversation. I'm going to play what Bethany says. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation. Let's not pretend like, oh, the wealthy just really so caring. Well, she's not saying that. But let's go ahead and have a conversation.
Is very different about this disaster and making people question their politics, their choices, and humanitarian work is that the wealthy people who suffered this disaster in Malibu and Pacific Palisades, they donate to charities, some of them, and they watch on TV the plight of other people, but they personally have never experienced what someone in Puerto Rico experiences when their entire life is gone. Now, the difference is they have money, but these people really watch from the outside how the other half suffers. And it rarely happens to the wealthy in this kind of concentrated volume. So you're seeing all of these very successful, very famous, very wealthy people get leveled, which happens to the poor man regularly.
Happens every day. Like, when they're worried about the shareholders and they go ahead and lay everybody off, and then the stock goes up because they know the one that's left gonna work double. It happens every day with all these layoffs, from big lots to big tech. Oh yeah. And then when a company denies a little guy the unemployment check. Oh yeah. And then when the little guy's having to work 3 jobs and still can't afford rent, heaven forbid he or she gets sick. Oh yeah, then they get evicted. All these women sleeping in their cars. Then they get evicted. So we can bring it, Bethany, darling. Love you. We're going to bring it back in. We don't need Puerto Rico. We got Americano. We don't need Puerto Rico. No. This happens to Americans every day when all these companies lay off the American worker. And then you look up, they're not hiring. This happens to the American every day. So when they're getting evicted, losing their homes, let's not pretend, so this right here, I think it was Diana. Was it you, Diana Prince? That said, hey, some of the rich people, what are they doing? Oh, they're getting Airbnbs for the year. They're buying properties, you think? I'm not wealthy. Let's not get it twisted. My husband's family is. So what if this happened? Wouldn't be surprising. They're going to go to another house. Wealthy people sometimes have 3 and 5 houses. The guy I used to date, my ex, that one, 6 houses, 7 cars. They're going to be all right. Sure, you're upset about your dwelling. And I understand that. Anybody's things, I get it. But this right here it's interesting. Puerto Rico, Bethany, what girl in America? We don't have to go to Puerto Rico. I have been around, and they're good people to me, but I'm going to say this. I've been around wealthy people, and when people are really, really rich, they become stingy. I have been told, "Oh, you tip. Why you do that? Why you tip that? Oh, that's too much money." You gotta be freaking kidding me. It's just a thing to do. And if I'm doing great and getting services, oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm that girl. Why? I've been broke before. I'm really broke now. We ain't gonna talk about that. But when I've had more and more money, I get it. I have been pulled aside by wealthy people and told me, "You're always worrying about those people. Don't worry about them. I see you gave that person there some money. What'd you do that for?" That person, I said, listen, I could tell a person having a bad day and it's outside, what have you. That person brought that on themselves. Let's not pretend. Now, there are some good people that are rich and they donate, but let's not pretend like, this is only in Puerto Rico, which that is not what she's saying. But I'm going to reel it in back here. You see, this happens to the little guy every day with all the jobs layoff. You heard about going to school and you get your education. And if you work hard, well, people have done all three. They've gone to school, they've got an education, and they worked hard, and it's still not working out. And some of them are still homeless or two steps away from it. And what do the wealthy do? Let's see, more than likely, hey, are we going sailing today? Gonna go on my sailboat. They're not gonna stop. Oh no! Look what is happening. All those homeless people. We're not gonna go sailing today. You think that? Think again, girlfriend or Mr. Man. Think again. They're not gonna go. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and turn this yacht in and sell it. You gotta be kidding me. They figure the person, little people like us, when it goes down, you're the unlucky one. That's how a lot of them feel. And I say that based on what I see. Honestly and truly. Was how some of them try to help? Of course. Like I said, when I was like, no, New Year's Eve, shoot my, and that was look pre-pandemic. Yeah, I was styling. Again, this was before the pandemic, so hello, this has been like kind of staying in the past couple of years. No joke. But the last time, like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I was styling and I was out and I was profiling. I had on me a Giorgio Armani jacket. I sure did. Girl, it was y'all. It was given to me. The price tag still in the coat. $2,800. Why? Been around people like that. Oh, girl, you upset, girl? It's okay. I'm getting rid of all of this. I'll take it. Free with a tag on it? You best believe. Of course. He made you mad? Wow. Then when I had an online store, I had people, folks giving me that, especially in Palm Beach. I was raking up. I tell you, I was raking up. Wow. That's why sometimes I don't mind giving away stuff. But let's not try to pretend we don't have to go to Puerto Rico. And again, Bethany, stop pretending she's just speaking her, giving her statement. But I'm going to reel it back into America. Donna Prince said some of the rich people are doing what? Doing bidding wars on houses. They're doing what? Getting Airbnbs up for you. They've got money like that. They're going to be okay. They want to keep the balance, not for because they see what's going on. This is going to take a minute. But the little guy is not going to look at this and, everybody get emotional and cry. It is sad. We understand that. But they're not going to lose any sleep. Don't tell me somebody's sitting up here. Girl, you got $100,000 Birkin on your arm and running. You think all the money's in the bag? No, check the account will probably blow your mind. So sure, we can have compassion. My little stuff, I said, oh, some stuff you can't replace. I would be scared too, crying. My little things. Oh, Lord. Ooh, but seriously, the sentiment of some people, you have to understand, are you sitting up in an 8, 10 million, 15, whatever $1 million mansion? Some of us don't even have $30. What are you talking about? So I don't get upset over you. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, did they burn up her 15 Birkin bags? Oh no, your $100,000 oil painting? Let's be real. They've lived a dream that a lot of us we have not. We're still trying to struggle and make it every day, and we're hoping and praying it's not a financial hiccup. And trust me, they will come. So when the little guy gets the short end of the stick every day, but they've been snatching a rug from under the middle class man for the last decade, I would say. Look at all these layoffs. We're going to be realistic. Who do you think is benefiting from the layoffs in Wall Street? It sure as hell ain't Watts, but I'm quite sure it's Palisades. You think? I'm quite sure it's Bel Air. So I'm not one to revel in someone's misfortune, but there's a lot of going back and forth about, little people saying, hey, I really don't care. And what can you expect? If you've got somebody sitting in here down to their last $200 in their account and the mortgage is due on the first, and the mortgage is $1,890 or $2,000, and all they have is $200, that's gonna probably be gone this week just on food and gasoline, if you can stretch it that far. So no offense intended. You're wealthy, driving your Rolls Royce multi-million dollar home, and some of them have more than one homes, wearing your $1,000 shoes and your 100,000, if not plus, Birkin bag and your Jimmy shoes. I'm sorry to tell you, the average working stiff, guess what? They're not that concerned about you. They're trying to make it. Because see, they don't have it like that. The working person, somebody's lights might be turned off tomorrow. Matter of fact, I better check my bill. I don't know when we paid the one over here. I need to go check it. I don't want no surprises. Do you think the rich are going to go, oh my gosh, well, I shouldn't go ahead and buy this, let's see, this $2,000 sweater. I better pay this little person's light bill. Think again. It just doesn't work that way. So yeah, we don't have to do Puerto Rico. No, we can do here in America. We're the gift cards out for the Americans. Because a lot of times, from what I've seen, rich people, it's like, oh, this person is lazy. It's on them. I've had people, because like I said, I understand, been there and done that. And what does someone say to me? Well, you have to do this in the stock market, and that's how you able to make it, so they can too. Yeah, but that's way different. I had my dad in my ear talking business, and I look to level up. So me, I'm gonna put these little feet where I can to get close to some information that can help me. But how the heck are you going to go ahead and do that when you are sitting up here and you're a mother working two jobs? You can't sit up here and just, let me try to get over here with these folks. Let me try to do something different. No, because guess what? Sometimes you're on that hamster wheel, and guess what? You can't even afford to get off, because if you get off, guess what? The kids might not have lunch money. Your lights might get disconnected. Oh my goodness, you might be late on your credit card payment, and you don't want that with a late fee. If the car's not already maxed out, the wealthy can't relate to that. So all that has happened to them right now in massive, the whole thing is really shocking. And if you think you're gonna rebuild, honey, wait. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow because I can do it today. Wait for the next video. If you think you're gonna go ahead and rebuild, the joke might be on you. I'm just gonna give it to you straight based on what I've heard. You really think so? We're gonna rebuild and rebuild. Then it might take you about a good 10 years for you to rebuild. In California, have you heard about the permits? Don't hold your breath. You'll be at the ME's office, medical examiner. So poor people, sure, we're watching and we're looking and we're seeing, and it's like, wow, this has never happened before. They're saying this is the worst LA fire in history. Way to go, Gavin. The worst in history. The mayor catching so much heat, man. They got people that's not even in her district that's calling her out because, hey, you're the poster girl. You know, $17 million cut from the budget, and then don't forget. Oh yeah, Governor Gavin. Don't forget. Did you hear about the report with the firemen that said, "Listen, y'all, just last month, reportedly just last month, put a memo out and say it." If a wildfire would have happened, and basically they were not properly trained. They were not properly trained, and they have pretty much the resources. Did you hear about that? But hey, what can you expect? From what I see, given Proposition 1 that passed in the year of 2014, you've had pretty much a 10-year, we're now in 2025, 11-year head start. But I'm going to keep it for 10 years. You've had a 10-year head start because we're just not approaching, 2025. You've had a 10-year head start. So, hey, what the heck is a memo saying what a month ago that, hey, seems like, that's the opinion of the chief that allegedly there's not enough training, not enough resources. And then you cut 17 million from the budget. Again, is it too late to get back that fire equipment from Ukraine? Can they send it back to us? Oh, but it's not going to work because, again, don't forget. Now you see why some of the fire hydrants broken, empty. We're going to rebuild. You think so? I don't think so. Given the prior history of permits, that's going to be a different video. It's going to be shocking and it's going to be a little bit gross. I just say run. Most not going to get a check anyway if 70% reportedly were not insured. And I'm going to say this. I saw a report. Someone in our community looks professional. Say something that was disturbing. I said, oh my God, no way. Please stop. And I'm on a little bitty channel. But he's giving information and we all make mistakes. Okay, trust me. I got to do one on Mayweather because I have an update on him about that gym, So I want to be fair in my reporting. Anybody thinking Mayweather's broke, but I think again, which I didn't say that, because I don't know that he's broke. I'm like, this can't be. But again, there is some clarity on the issue. People looking at Mayweather for their paycheck. It's a franchise. You need to look at somebody else. Mayweather out here saying, hey, they can help some people because he's now into the real estate game, as I understand, development or something. But yeah, you're going to rebuild. No, you're not. Gonna rebuild. Not everybody's gonna rebuild. I'm willing to bet you on that. I'll bet the Tesla stock on that. I'll bet the Apple stock on that. Everybody's not gonna rebuild. This seems like a perfect recipe for a land grab. The information speaks for itself. The past sometimes can be an indication of the future. So this here, the little guy feeling all, some people, what you want them to do, just say, maybe they'll say a tear for, maybe one of their favorite actors or actresses, but the little guy gets the boot every day, been getting the boot. Did the wealthy protest and say, hey, these companies, you better stop laying off these American people. They need their jobs. So now it's happening to them. All I can say is good luck and goodbye, but don't expect the little guy to cry. Don't expect. I must be honest with you. And sometimes, some circumstances, and it's hard to do with no resources, just get the hell out of the state. Start over. And it's hard to do. Again, stay tuned so much for we're going to rebuild. I think the powers that be that ideal, that might be the idea that gets killed. You're going to rebuild, then you're going to be waiting a while under some very unbelievable circumstances, possibly. So much for the rebuild. But yeah, so the little guy, people say they're not feeling sorry for them. It's human nature. Again, we can have compassion, but I can't see you every day. You out on your yacht. You going sailing today. You want Wilshire Boulevard shopping. We can barely afford big lots. You on Rodeo Drive shopping. Hoping the car don't go at JCP. See, people are shared by experiences and the things that happen to you. As one of my friends said a long time ago, she's like, it makes you that way. So if life has been tough and challenging, you're trying to scrap down each piece of bread. Don't expect somebody to be all just, oh, hey, happy-go-lucky. Doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Does not work that way. So yeah, Puerto Rico, no, we don't have to do Puerto Rico. We can do it right here in the U.S. of A. This happens to the little guy every day, and you're told to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get to work and work hard. Yeah. How's that worked out? Why don't you tell Gavin Newsom to work hard? But it's a little late now. The damage is done. So yeah, you wonder why some people have this attitude. You're like, hey, it's them. What do you expect? Somebody sitting up in a $10 million house, Bentley and a Rolls, oh, and there's a little Jeep to run errands in. Hell, the maid might be in a bin. Seriously. And people waiting on you hand and foot. And here's a person, barely scraping by, nervous, stressed out, living check to check too. You gotta be kidding me. People are shaped by their experiences. So don't expect the worker bee that's working two jobs, a regular job, and then out here hustling a ride share program to be worried about Paris Hilton. Well, let me give her some of my tips today. You got to be kidding me. Would she help them? I'm just asking. I don't know the chick. You think? Rich people help rich people. And sure, some will go ahead and do some donation, but let's not pretend as if, oh my, the world, they're just so concerned. Come on. And I'm not saying that Bethany is doing that, but, it's like, I understand she's giving her point of view, and I'm giving my point of view. We don't have to go to Puerto Rico. We can look down these American streets. And now homelessness in America, especially in Los Angeles, it's just gotten worse. Now what? Where are the hotels? Where are they? So understand, people have a right to feel the way they feel. It's based on circumstances. I've had people real nice to me. Oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, you're gonna go here. So somebody in Miami, they're out of the country. Hey, you want to stay in a house, stay in a $5 million mansion? You going this weekend? You don't need a hotel. Say what? Of course, yeah. And it was that mansion. Wow. I fell in love, child, with the bathroom. Oh my goodness. I was nosy. Love that closet, child. How many Chanel bags does a chick need? But the person knows me. Of course, I don't steal. Are you kidding? So wow, look at this house. Look at, I mean, that there, help yourself to whatever. Food, drink, liquor. I think I mentioned that I was like, well, I pretty much drank up all the Snapple. Sorry. I mean, like, hey, come on, you know what I'm saying? And I should have like, you know what? I probably should have gone to the store and bought some more Snapple, but it was like, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's one thing I feel bad about. I was like, oh my God, I drank up all the Snapple. They had a special flavor that I hadn't had before, and I tried it, and it was good, and I kept on trying it, and then it was gone. So that I will never do again. That was so totally uncouth. Which reminds, I gotta get some thank you cards for something. But yeah, that was a long time ago. But I was like, man, I took up all the person's Snapple. Ugh. Oh, don't worry. When I left it, don't worry. Have a maid to come in and clean up and change the sheets and stuff. Wow, I'm trustworthy. I've never had that. It was nice to stay, and I paid for a hotel, pool, and all. Woo, this is nice. Very nice. That's that person's life, and I'm happy to stay there while they're out of the country. Again, I drink up all the Snapple. But anyway, a person living that kind of life, I'm not a person to get jealous. No, I mean, it's like, oh my God, hey, we can trade bank accounts. Yeah, that'd be like really great. Okay, and I can get my own house. But seriously, you can expect a person who's living this life every day, and that person, they were in business, they worked very hard. Somebody scraping by, it's a whole different lifestyle, a lifestyle of struggle. Somebody right now, they're on a job and they're tired on a weekend, got to go to maybe another job or go home and work and cook and clean and get ready for tomorrow, do it all over again. They're not worried about the billionaire on the screen. Oh, he got paid $17 million for that last movie. People are in survival mode. So that's what I come from. Hey, I'm not really worried about they're a celebrity. Why? Because you have more, you're living a dream that we have not experienced. So you can expect somebody who's downtrodden. You think you're about to get up, you get knocked down again. So it's not about being mean. People that have worked hard, did the same thing, they can't even get a fraction of tenth of what those people had. So you can't expect them to be all, like I said, we all know it's sadness, unfortunate. But some people are like, hey, I'm not worried about it. Guess what? They have a whole lot on their plate. Somebody probably don't have gas money to last next week. And like they're going to be worried about somebody who's making millions of dollars a year. So sure, we all have compassion, I would like to think, but it's not about, oh, the poor people are being mean. I've seen some videos saying that because Bethany did not say that. Oh, they don't care. Life is based on your experiences and how you react to things. Again, I've been on at the beach in Malibu, age 15 years old. I said, oh, this is nice. A lot of fun. Beach in Monterey. My dad was poor, so we traveled a lot. He just wanted us to go places, okay? And it's like, wow, all that's gone. All that's gone. Beautiful homes. But the person that's facing eviction or got to pack up or packing up for the moment because guess what? They're being evicted. Yeah, they're not really, they may not have as much compassion as some of the rich may think. We're humans. It is what it is. Or maybe, just maybe, they have the same kind of compassion. The little working stiff, guy or girl, the little people, the poor people, little people like us. Maybe they have the same kind of compassion that the rich people have when bad things happen to poor people. How about that? Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out. Bye, Bethany.